So it has been quite a while, I guess, since I have done a video. I haven't seen you guys since I was at the coast on our 2-week trip in Bussy, and well, we went on that trip, and by the end of it I was not feeling the best. I was actually feeling really, really sick, and so I called my mom, who is a nurse, and I was telling her how I was feeling, and she recommended that I take a COVID test. So I did, and I tested positive. And well, we were on our way back to the shop at that point. I was like progressively getting worse and worse, feeling sick. And so at first it started as a sore throat, and for a second I thought I might have strep throat, but I've had strep throat in the past a few times, and after a couple of days I knew that's not what it was, and so I was just feeling really lethargic, and I just decided to rest, and I wasn't going to film a whole lot more after that. We were in Cannon Beach, I believe. We stayed there for one night, and we got to go to Haystack Rock. It was like really beautiful, but that's when I was really starting to feel sick. And then we wound up driving a little further down the coast and stopping for a second to see, hopefully we were hoping to get to see some whales. That didn't happen, but I did get to see some sea lions, which was really cool. Then after that we just booked it all the way back home, and I spent the rest of the time, pretty much from then until now, in bed, essentially. The last couple of days I've been feeling more like on the up and up. If you can hear it in my voice, I'm still a little bit congested, but we've been quarantining, and I'm definitely feeling a lot better. I'm still a little bit congested, so we're still quarantining. The cats have been at Mindy's since we left on the trip, and I didn't want to pick them up when we got back. One, I didn't want to expose Mindy to the virus, and two, I have read online that you can give COVID to cats and dogs. I don't know how true that is. I don't know the science behind it, but one of my cats is kind of special needs, and she does have a lot of respiratory issues, so I didn't want to take any chances. So Mindy has been kindly caring for them for us while we're quarantining, and hopefully I'm gonna go this weekend. I'll have quarantined for over 10 days, and I should be fine at that point, and I'll be at Mindy's, and of course we're doing the live baby shower on Monday the 28th. So that's kind of basically my update for you guys. I do want to talk about my experience with it. That was the first time that I've even had COVID that I'm aware of since everything started. I'm not really usually around a whole lot of people. We did go through Portland, which is very populated, and although we did wear our masks, there were times where we would go to like the Columbia River Gorge, and there was a lot of people there, and most people weren't wearing their masks, and I did touch the guardrail, which I feel like a lot of people there did touch, the same area. So I don't know if that's where it happened, or if it was like at Mount Hood at the lodge. There was a lot of people there too. There's just no way to know for sure. So I don't really know how I got it, but the fact is I did get it. And so I decided to just really listen to my body, and I wasn't feeling it for really doing much of anything, so I just stayed in bed and I rested. Isaac, as far as we know, never got it, never tested positive, and we tested multiple times, but he did take it easy a couple of days with me, and I feel like now I'm at the point where I can kind of slowly get back into the bus build, do the baby shower, come back and just jump right into it without doing too much. My main symptoms were congestion and body aches. I don't know that I had a fever, but I was pretty warm some days, and it was really hard for me to really get up and do anything. I was exhausted, so I pretty much just laid in bed, and so it's been hard to kind of get back up and get back into any type of routine now that I'm feeling better. So I'm not trying to push myself even now, but I'm just doing what I can. And yes, I was gonna film this video yesterday, and I just honestly wasn't feeling up to it, so I did not push myself into doing that, and I just decided I was going to. I did a lot yesterday, and for me physically, after not doing anything for over a week, so I just decided that was enough. I didn't want to push myself. There was one day during the week where I was resting and I felt better, so I decided to like walk on the treadmill for a little while, and then that just totally beat me up. I was feeling so bad the next day, so I decided not to do that. If I was feeling better, I was just gonna take it easy still and rest, and so far that's been a big help, I think. There was one night where we were eating, I did lose my appetite a little bit, but I was continuing to eat. But there was one night where we were snacking on some vegetables, and I literally like couldn't taste anything, and I had been congested, so I still haven't been able to smell anything at all. But that's just because I'm so congested, I think. But my taste was kind of here and there, but it's back now. So that did happen to me, and it happened real suddenly. Like I noticed it immediately that I don't really eat a whole lot of ranch, and I was dipping these vegetables in ranch and I couldn't taste it, and ranch is very distinctive and it didn't really taste like anything, so I thought that was funny. But all in all, I'm doing fine. I'm doing better. I'm just not trying to push myself too much, and I'm definitely on the up and up. I feel totally fine. I do still feel pretty physically exhausted sometimes when I do a lot of movement, but I think that's because I spent over a week in bed not moving at all. So just getting back to my body being used to moving around and stuff has been a little tiring, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It wasn't, I don't think, as bad as some people get it. A lot of people I know are getting it right now. I think like a wave is happening. Two of my brothers tested positive, whatever I did as well, and then my mom just tested positive too. So please keep them in your prayers and send them all the good vibes, because my mom is feeling absolutely terrible. And right before I got it, my sister was just getting over it, and I have a lot of friends who are going through it too, and so I think it's just a lot going on right now, especially, and apparently, you know, the strain's not as bad, and there's just a lot of it going around right now, essentially. And I just ask that if you have any negative opinions about any issues, whether you believe in it or you don't believe in it, just all I ask is that you do your own research and keep your opinions to yourselves. I am just letting you guys know that I'm okay, and this is what's going on with me. My beliefs are my beliefs and my business, and I'm not trying to push anything on anybody, and I don't want anyone in the comment section pushing anything on anybody. And if you don't believe in it, that's fine. If you do, that's fine. Like, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. I just don't want to see anyone arguing about it, and I promise you I will not argue with you about it. So If you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all. And I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update of where I'm at and let you know that I am okay and Ember's okay. I was supposed to have a doctor's appointment on the 18th, and I called and we actually wound up canceling that appointment altogether, and because they couldn't get me until later next month anyways, and I already have an appointment scheduled for next month, so no appointment for my 5-month update. We'll just be going straight into my 6 months. And I think my next appointment is when I do the screening for gestational diabetes. So I heard that's not the funnest thing to do, but I'll keep you guys updated on that. As far as the pregnancy goes, we're both fine as far as I know, and I'm just paying attention to my body and really trying to listen to my body, and so far so good. So that's my update for you guys, and it wasn't as terrible for me, but it was pretty brutal just on me physically. So I am definitely on the up and up, and I'm super happy about that. I'm getting antsy not being able to work on the bus, and I want to get this done by the end of the month of March. So hopefully that happens. I feel like it's gonna go up pretty fast at this point. I'm excited to show you guys then my next video, and I have a lot of things to talk to you guys about, which are my next building video. I can't wait to show you guys what I've done. But my next video is gonna just be lots of information that things are happening and things are changing, and I hope that you guys will stick around for all that. And I don't know what the future holds. I just know that a lot has happened this year, or over this last whole year, and so I am kind of at a place where something's got to give, and so I'll talk to you guys more about that in the next video. And I just thank you guys so much for watching, for everyone who's reached out to check up on me, and I will see you guys then.